Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and I'm here today to talk about the Divine Masculine. We have this new moon in Libra. Pluto goes direct today, so I feel many of the Divine Masculines really are at rock bottom. I feel they're kind of going through massive destruction, major upheaval, and change in order to embrace this rebirth process, in order for them to really completely transform their life. And I feel it is the balancing of the scales when it comes to the counterparts and the energies today. And I do feel many of the divine masculines are deep in some shadow aspects of really facing the darkest parts of themselves. And I feel the mirror energy is very strong today as we're kind of experiencing these very massive shifts with the energy, with all of the astrology this week. I feel foundations are crumbling, and goals that no longer suit the divine masculine are falling away, quite possibly even losing their jobs in the energy, because I feel it's very chaotic, it's very destructive in the energies today. And I feel all of this is going to be very intense as we kind of get closer to the 1010 portal gateway on Sunday. So I think, a lot of the masculines are in some very dark, bad energy right now. In order to get them to move forward, there's been a lot of stagnancy. There's been a lot of secrets below the surface. And I feel this exposure energy. So I got a new deck in the mail yesterday, the Fallen Angels, so I'm excited to use this deck today. Those of you that know me, I usually don't read the book. I never read the book. I go off my intuition. I also pulled the Arthurian Tarot today. I was really drawn to the King Arthur timeline, as well as the Wisdom of Avalon Oracles. And many of you that have followed me from the start know how often I travel to the timeline of King Arthur. And many of you also know my divine masculine's name is Arthur. So that is a timeline that has always been on my heart when it comes to my own journey. And so I thought I would dig in with those energies today to kind of see where the masculines are at on their journey, as all of this intensity kind of forces them to confront their shadow self. And I feel they're kind of in that dark mirror energy today. So let's start with the Fallen Angels deck, and we'll see what comes through first with this energy. And we will clarify these messages with the Arthurian Tarot. So let's see what needs to come through. Many of the twins are here to kind of balance the scales of the fallen angels, to kind of pay back that karmic debt. And I do believe the masculines are in the energy of paying back some karmic debt in the energies today, when it is directly related to some past life karma. So let's see what the current energy is surrounding the divine masculine when it comes to this new moon energy and Pluto going direct. I do feel the energy really is asking the masculine to command his life, to really take back control of his life in these energies. Vigilance on the bottom of the deck. I feel that's a message for the divine feminine to really hold the light and to be vigilant in the energies, because the masculine really is entering that new chapter. I feel really releasing a lot of fake friends in the energy with the friendship in reverse. There's a lot of changes going on in the masculine's life in order for this brand new chapter and this brand new beginning to commence with the counterparts. And I feel it's this judgment day energy, and the universe really is commanding the masculine to take back control and to release all of these negative vibrations. So let's see what the higher self message is from the divine masculine today when it comes to this energy. I know myself personally, I didn't really get much sleep last night, and the moon cycles usually don't affect me like that, like they used to. So I do feel the masculine's in deep need of help and healing at this moment, as he does close out all of these karmic cycles, with that being a 29 card. So celebration, I think it truly is a celebration as the divine masculine goes through this massive upheaval. I think there's a lot being stripped in the masculine's world in these energies, and that's a 42 card breaking down to a 6 in order for him to reach out for that help and healing from the divine feminine. And we are completing these worldly cycles in order for the masculine to really step into that leadership energy that he has resisted for so long. So let's see what a potential near future energy is for the masculine. I do think there's a lot of inspiration in the energies to restore a sense of harmony in the divine masculine's life. We also have the harmony energy, and then we got change and travel. So I feel a lot of changes. I also feel a lot of astral travel is taking place for the masculine when it comes to seeing the past life entanglement, the past life karma. And I do feel, you know, the karmic energy really is trying to persuade the masculine from seeking this truth, from seeking this discovery. But I do feel this upheaval really does have to do with their career and their social circle. And I think the masculine's really needing to utilize his discretion at this time when it comes to all of this exposure in the energies, because the karmic is trying to seduce the masculine to stay in these lower ego desires. And I feel this energy of the masculine being taken to the cross, being taken there for redemption and for salvation in the energies. And I do feel the masculine is gaining a lot of enlightenment in the energies today. So we'll get a potential outcome, and we're going to go deeper with the tarot when it comes to these energies. Because I do feel many of the masculines can no longer feel the divine feminine. I know myself personally, I haven't really felt my masculine in months, other than the dream I had earlier this week where I was kind of preparing for our wedding day, looking out the window, getting my wedding dress on, seeing the crowd outside, and seeing my masculine waiting for me. So I do believe union energy is coming. And the masculine, once again, that help and healing, desperately needs that help and healing as he taps into this mystical world that he's kind of ignored. We do have caution, which is a 16. So that's that tower energy. I do feel everything is crumbling, and the masculine really is going through a massive discovery. And I feel he's trying to quietly gather his strength in order to release all of this karmic seduction, and really using his discretion in the energy as he releases all of these things that really have held him back from stepping into purpose. So let's go deeper with the tarot and see what needs to come through when it comes to these energies. Tell me more about this new chapter, please. Okay, we do have the Spear 6, which is victory and success. That is the 6 of Wands, and I feel the masculine's kind of waving his flag. I do feel a lot of fogginess in and around him when it comes to this upheaval. And then beautiful, we have the Round Table and the Spear Maiden. So that would be the Page of Wands with the Round Table. So the Round Table is the representation of you know, the Twin Flame Collective, and all of us kind of tapping in to those higher realities, to the galactic codes that we've all been receiving. And I do feel massive transformation when it comes to union energy. And I do feel a new spark in the masculine when it comes to wanting this victory and success with the divine feminine at this time. And I feel the tribe is preparing to come together in these energies with the Round Table, because it truly is about embracing unity consciousness. And the masculine has resisted this new chapter for quite some time. We're going to get the upheaval clarification, and I got to laugh. We got the Stone Maiden. So I do feel the karmic energy really is serving the masculine's head on a platter. If you notice, she's kind of holding on to the masculine's head decapitated on a platter. And I do feel the karmic energy really is icy and cold and doing everything she can to kind of expose and destroy the divine masculine in the energies, kind of digging a grave for him is what I feel. And I do feel the masculine is getting in that boat and going in a new direction. I feel where he's at, it's been very dark. It's been very cold. I feel the karmic energy really has put the masculine through it when it comes to these energies. And I do feel The masculine is, you know, it's like the energy of off with his head. And I feel a lot of confusion and disillusionment in the energy to push the masculine to break free from this need to win at all costs. You know, the ego really has driven the masculine to, you know, hurt the divine feminine. And I feel the karmic energy really has had their fun with the masculine, and I feel has really taken the masculine to his knees in order for the masculine to accept this truth. With this Six of Swords, there's only the one sword in the boat. So I feel the final nail in the coffin has kind of happened when it comes to the divine masculine in these energies. So I think get ready for communication soon. I feel, you know, the near future energy is the Four of Wands with the Merlin in reverse. So I feel the masculine really is in some very dark mirror aspects when it comes to his past abuses, when it comes to his abuse of power, his lying, his narcissism with the King of Swords in reverse. The masculine has denied this on his heart for a very long time. He's not been truthful. He's been very deceptive, you know, not communicating, really trying to manipulate the divine feminine and control the divine feminine from this lack of communication. And the energy really is pushing for this healing to take place when it does come to these divine unions, because we are at a pivotal point on the twin flame journey where I feel all of this change is taking place in order for us to restore the balance and restore the harmony. With all of this Libra energy, I feel the masculine very likely has had a Kundalini activation in the energy, which is directly linked to this inspiration that he's receiving. If you notice the snakes. So I do feel this deep karmic entanglement in order for the masculine to tap into these higher realities. And I do feel a Kundalini activation. And I feel the masculine really is, you know, at that rock bottom energy. I remember when my Kundalini was activated and it felt like death. So I do feel the masculines are deep in some death energy, some ego death energy. And I feel there's so much fear around their wealth and their security, this exposure energy. And I feel everything kind of has been exposed and illuminated during this new moon energy. So we're going to dig a little bit deeper when it comes to this seduction, and we get the sleeping Lord. So, you know, the masculines have been sleeping, and I feel in this judgment energy is what I feel. I think that's judgment, the two X's. Don't quote me on that, but I feel the masculine is receiving that higher perspective, and, you know, he can no longer hide. If you look really close on the card, you see the masculine kind of sleeping in the hills. And I feel the masculine has done a good job at hiding, and I feel there's no more hiding in this energy. I feel complete and total destruction and exposure in order to wake the masculine from his sleeping state, in order for him to, you know, take that decisive action with the Knight of Wands. And I feel get ready, because the masculine, I feel, is in some deep grieving energy with the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups. I feel going deep within regret, remorse, guilt, shame. And I do feel the masculine is ripped wide open in these energies, because he has received that truth, the sword hollow. And I do feel the masculines are feeling very hollow in the energies as all of this truth washes over them when it comes to just how deeply they betrayed their counterpart. And I do feel with the Ten of Stones, the masculines are feeling very left out in the cold. And what I want to say is checkmate. I think that the divine feminine really has checkmated the divine masculine in these energies. And I do feel a lot of lies and secrets have come to the surface in order to get the masculine to walk into the pathway of the unknown and to heal this divine union with the divine feminine. This truly is wish fulfillment, and there is going to be a brand new opportunity to start again. But I do feel like the masculine got played is kind of what I feel like, because he fell into those devil energies, those lower vibration. And right now he's being offered the opportunity to step back into sovereignty if he dare take that step forward. So potential overall outcome, we just got the Sword Maiden in reverse. So I feel a lot of messages being delivered that the masculine doesn't want to hear, that he has repressed and denied for such a long time. And I do feel with, you know, the Eight of Wands in reverse, I kind of feel like the masculine is getting ready to block the karmic energy and to come out of hiding with the Hermit in reverse. I feel, you know, there's this quiet revolution happening behind the scenes as the masculine goes through this towering moment. Absolutely. They are at the crossroads. I feel everything in and around them is cold and desolate, and I do feel they're spiraling with the spiral tower. I feel they're spiraling in this downward spiral as they come into all of these Akashic memories in order to get them to step forward with that honest, truthful apology and communication. And there's my Arthur, there's King Arthur. So I do feel the masculines are preparing to rise on their rightful throne in these energies and to come back with that apology. I feel the angels really are calling judgment energy, and the masculine is kind of trapped in this truth. I feel drowning in the truth. There's once again the Eight of Swords, one sword, Excalibur's sword, the sword of truth. And then we have the White Heart, which is the lovers with the Hierophant, and there we got Queen Guinevere. We have the Empress. So once again, crossroads. I do believe the twins are preparing for union. I do feel the masculine's being presented with an unexpected choice when it comes to choosing the divine feminine, the true queen of his heart. And if you noticed on the Talisman card, you see the golden thread holding the twins together. The twins are always connected through this golden thread in the higher realities, always through the heart space. And I feel the energy really is asking for that balance to be restored, for the masculine to release the stagnancy. I think get ready for a lot of forward action. We have the Pride one, which is the Chariot. And if you notice, look at all of that water. I feel everything is coming to the surface. I feel this dragon energy in and around the masculine. And I feel, once again, betrayal is surrounding him. The time is now for that final nail in the coffin, for the masculine to take that step in the new direction. And I do feel a lot of spiritual communication. If you notice, I'm not sure if that's an owl or a hawk. But the masculine, you know, there's only the one spear. So he really has made that choice to bring back together a solid union with the feminine. But I do feel right now he's getting buried in the karmic energy as he goes deep within this nostalgia to embrace this new beginning. And we have the Moon, the Ace of Swords, and the Grail 6. So I feel a huge wave of emotion. And then I gotta laugh because, you know, that salmon comment from months ago. But I do feel the masculine is in this incubation period. If you notice, like the fetus in the moon. And I feel the masculine's going to be in some dark night of the soul energy, some very dark energy between now and the full moon in Aries when all of this gets fully illuminated. And I feel the masculine is drowning in this truth in the moment. And I feel all of this is to spark that flame to come towards the feminine. So let's go a little bit deeper here. We're going to pull some Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards, and I use this for the morning message. So we'll see if those come out again, but we're going to see what else needs to come through for the Divine Masculine today. I'm not focusing on the feminine because I think a lot of the feminines are kind of detached and doing their own thing, really stepping into purpose. I know many of us had a hard time sleeping, so we'll see what comes through for the masculine when it comes to this energy today. Bottom of the deck, focus. So I feel laser focus when it comes to the masculine, when it comes to maybe taking a risk towards love. I think they know they've got a huge battle to face. I feel, you know, it feels like a mountain that is insurmountable when it comes to coming forward, because the masculine is deep within some goblin energy, really facing the wounded human ego, which he has resisted to kind of go into and transmute. And I do feel the masculine is cleaning house. He's cleaning up this mess. I feel a lot of emotional baggage being released in the energies today, a lot of emotional purging. in order for the masculine to align with spirit, to align back into the energy of integrity, accountability, and I feel a lot of connection with the angelic realm as the masculine releases and lets go of everything that really isn't serving him. I do feel a lot of anger and jealousy surrounding the masculine. I feel the karmic really wanting to retaliate against the divine feminine. And I do feel, you know, this is such an entangled web we weave on the twin flame journey. And I feel he's been bit by that black widow energy in order to embrace this absolute truth, to embrace self-respect and courage and responsibility for all that he has lacked over the journey. So let's get a few more messages. I'm using the wisdom of the House of Night, I believe, and I will pull some dark mirror energy cards because I do feel the masculines are in a lot of dark energy as they're taken above the fray to see all of this truth when it comes to this brand new cycle. So what else can you tell me about the divine masculine's energy? Conclusions are within reach. He is closing out a life chapter in order to start this new beginning with the divine feminine. And we have the High Priestess of Water came out in reverse. So I do feel emotions are running high. As the masculine really comes to this complete understanding of just how deep this connection goes. And I feel a major lesson in self-worth is being learned today with the masculine. And he's really needing to restore a sense of playfulness. I feel such dark energy in and around the masculine. I feel the masculine really is tapping into the Akashic books at this time. Yeah, the High Priestess of Spirit, which is asking him to go through this transformation, this releasing, this uncaging of the heart. And there is going to be a successful outcome. And honesty is coming. I feel that flame has been ignited. And the masculine can no longer resist the pull to the feminine. A 26 breaking down to an 8. And the twins, you know, we have this infinite connection. It truly is eternal. There is no getting off of this journey once you have awakened the higher heart. So I feel a lot of honesty and truth is coming forward. And the masculine, you know, he's releasing the fantasy, releasing the illusions when it comes to the addictions and the karmic energy. I feel the masculine, you know, has been praying for this new beginning, but he's really needing to take action towards the feminine. I feel today for tomorrow, we have I can't read it upside down. Perchance to a dream flipped out. So, you know, the masculine is naked under the stars, naked in this truth, naked before everybody. You know, it's been a shit show masquerade surrounding the masculine, and I think all of the masks have come off. They're showing me like a fun house where the masculine's in a fun house looking at all of these distorted mirrors as he faces, you know, the truth of who he is at the core. And I feel this really is pushing him to release the illusion with the karmic energy and to, you know, to step into that energy of tomorrow. I do feel they're gilded with regret. I feel so much mental turmoil when it comes to walking away from the feminine. And I feel this colorless energy all around the masculine because the karmic is seeking revenge. I feel the karmic really is angry that the masculine is breaking these chains. So protect your energy, divine feminine, because I feel as the blocks are removed, the karmic energy really is going to be lashing out. So be aware of that. So what else can you tell me about the divine masculine when it comes to this energy? Yeah, he's ready. The time is now for this lesson to come full circle. I feel he's really receiving a lot of challenges in the energies when it comes to the past wounding, when it comes to the past life energies that the twins share. And we have to clear this life. And I do feel the masculine is receiving all kinds of spiritual visions from his third eye. And get ready because conclusions are being reached in this energy. Healing is taking place. The masculine is releasing the bondage of the karmic connection, really receiving the prophetic visions and messages in order to break free to embrace this level of expansion, I feel. So the masculine is walking through that doorway, that gateway portal that has been presented in these energies. And I feel preparing for abundance again. And I do feel a lot of the masculines are struggling financially deeply. So let's get a couple more crystal messages before I close off the reading when it comes to the divine masculine today. What else can you tell me? And we get Herkimer Diamond. This one seems to be coming out a lot. So I do feel the masculine's in some deep, deep sacred energy, traveling in the higher dimensions. When it comes to the spiritual path, I feel a lot of sensitivity in the energies. And when I think of diamond, I think of committed partnership. So the masculine really is receiving that clarity, more truth and clarity than ever before. And I feel he's reaching for the feminine. Many of the feminines will feel the masculine trying to cord to her power center as they go through this takedown. And I feel all of the lower energies of the alluring karmic energies, the addictions, all of that is being naturally forced to an ending in this energy. And we have, I can't even say that. I'm not even going to try and say it. But I do feel the masculine really is unlocking his highest potential in the energy. And with agate, for me, agate's about speaking truth, finding solid ground, finding that balance. I feel the masculine's in some deep, deep struggling energy right now for all of the lack of truth, all of the lack of accountability. And the masculine deeply needs some stability in his life, I feel, in these energies. It's time for the masculine to step outside of himself, to step outside of his ego, to really electrify his superhero purpose is what's coming through, to really step into, honoring the knighthood. If you think back to like the Knights Templars, we were all seeking that holy grail love. And in essence, it is in honoring the divine feminine. And I feel the masculine's getting ready to take flight towards the feminine and to really release these struggles to restore a sense of stability. I feel the masculine is very disconnected at the moment in some very heavy ego energies. And he's been held down for quite some time. So I do feel massive expansion in the energies, massive expansion of his consciousness, in order for him to get to the next level on the journey. I feel if you're the feminine and you're feeling stuck and blocked, it's because your masculine is going through this deep supernatural transformation. I feel a lot of supernatural and higher communication, and I feel a lot of energy is being channeled through the masculine in these energies in order to restore his psychic abilities, to step into that healing vibration with the divine feminine. And I feel the masculine really is preparing to take inspired action. So I feel the energy really is asking us to get into the heart space. It's time to speak from the heart. The masculine really is being pushed to speak clearly and honestly from his heart. And I feel get ready because the masculine is laser focused. I feel this perpetual darkness in and around him really has distracted him from the truth on his heart. And I feel, this is all being interrupted in the energies today. It's time to finish this book. It's time to close this chapter and to step into his unique calling here on earth. So get ready, divine feminine. I do feel the masculine is ascending on his rightful throne, embracing his inner divinity, really releasing all of this past life karma. What goes around comes around. And I feel the masculine is getting ready to step into that high priest energy. I feel a lot of ancient Egypt energies coming up for the divine masculine as we step into the age of Aquarius. And I feel the masculine really is in a lot of disillusioned thought processes in the energy. I feel his mind really has gotten the best of him. I do see and feel like an emotional and mental breakdown in the energies with the divine masculine. So let's close off the reading with some Isis energy since that Egypt energy come up, because I do feel a lot of ancient Egypt energies coming forward for the divine masculine today. So we'll see what comes through with the Isis Oracle. I've worked with the Isis energy several times over the last couple of years. So We do have the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. So I do feel, you know, the illumination is happening for the masculine as to who the real High Priestess is. And yeah, the brother in darkness, if that's not a clarification. So the masculine really is struggling to overcome these negative energies, and he is courting to the divine feminine's power to pull himself out of this darkness. And the masculine is going through a very painful soul retrieval energy. And it can be quite traumatic when we go through that soul retrieval. But I do feel the masculine is encouraged to go forward with that deep soul healing, with his true goddess, with the Queen of Heaven, which is the divine feminine. So I do feel the feminine is preparing to receive those blessings from Lady Isis, the blessings of the divine empress of the skies and these energies, as the feminine really kind of integrates all of the past life karma, kind of being that lady priestess of Sirius. I feel a lot of Sirius energies. So get ready for massive transformation. The masculine's really in some dark energies in the moment. So do your best to stay grounded and detached. Do not let your masculine cord to you. Clear the energy, send him love, and let him clean up his mess on his own, because he sure did make a mess of this situation is what I feel. And it's time for the masculine to face the piper. It's time for the masculine to clear the karma that we both agreed to clear this life. So do your best to offer forgiveness, divine feminine, in the energies. I know it's hard. We spiral around and we surrender and we forgive many times over on this journey. But the masculine really is preparing for this union. Where can I find that Guinevere card? I know it's here somewhere. But I do feel, you know, the twins are preparing for that union, for that victory and success. If I can find Guinevere, I don't see her here anymore. It doesn't matter. But, you know, I feel that golden thread has really been activated in the divine masculine's heart, and I feel he's getting ready to take action. He is really getting ready to ascend on his throne, and I feel like everything is just being washed away from his life. And I do feel like that Kundalini dragon energy, full illumination. So get ready, because boats are getting rocked today in these energies. Everything is closing out, and the masculine will be reaching out very soon for that help and that healing, because he's going to have nowhere else to turn to in these energies. And that's what I have for the divine masculine today. I do hope this resonated, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.